Yeah. So another episode of this wonderful podcast we do.
Yep.
What's new? Anything new with anybody? I mean, I've got news.
All right.
So yeah, I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am too. It's just underneath this. No, I was telling Dad yesterday. I'm a real musician now.
Why?
Right.
What does that mean?
I was kind of up here just noodling around playing the guitar, and I broke a string.
Oh,
Never broken a string while playing before. So I was just sitting there like, do, ting. I'm like, at first I was upset. I was petrified.
Yep.
And then I realized I'm now a musician. I've broken my first string while playing.
Nice.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I have not done that.
I remember
It only took almost 5 years.
Yeah.
I remember breaking a string and it wrapped around my wrist.
I remember breaking my first
Yeah.
string.
Yeah, I
No.
was strumming up by the neck and it just went whack and halfway around my wrist.
Oh yeah,
Really?
no, I was.
It didn't wrap around completely. It came up. It hurt.
Yeah, mine didn't. I just went to. I just pushed on the high E string, first, second fret somewhere in there, and all of a sudden, ting! And at first, like I said, I was scared. I was like, "Oh, what happened?" And I was like, "Oh, I broke a string! Woohoo!"
Nice. Was this on an acoustic?
No. It was on the Project guitar, the original, the OG Project guitar. Because what the thing is that I was noticing that the G string was a little bit out of intonation, and I had a couple of dead spots, between G, B, and E. And so I was kind of playing around trying to figure out what was going on and try to think of how could I look at it and fix it. And then all of a sudden, ting! I was like, oh, well, maybe after I clean this thing, I should just try new strings and see if that fixes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might.
Because
might not.
When did you give that to me? 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was
2.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years, something like that. Well, those are the strings then that you put on it, so they're 2+ years old.
Wow.
Gotcha.
They're probably even older than that. I mean, I'm sure that you took them off of one of your guitars and then put them onto this guitar. You're like, oh, he doesn't get new strings. He doesn't know how to play.
No.
Re-gifting strings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still trying to make my £5 for the rebate stuff.
Yeah, speaking, I forgot to give you. It's not full, but I have a box, my box of strings here.
Okay.
I'll have to give that to you. But anyway, we should get this show going.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. It's your favorite low-budget guitar show. We can't afford to even get our intro to play right. I'm Tim. I'm one of your hosts, and I'll introduce the other two hosts just like I always do. Microphone number 782. That's Rick, our dad. Rick, how you doing?
Okay, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, really.
I'm wonderful. Are you sure you're doing good? I mean, you sounded a little rough getting to the microphone today.
Yeah, I was working on a deck. So,
yeah.
lifting a lot of things. Mom was helping.
You got to do it before winter, right? You got to get it done.
You do.
Yeah. So, I mean, the deck is right now, it's going on 10,500 square feet.
Yeah, you just keep adding to it.
I just keep on
all
adding
held
to it.
together with 4 screws.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we're working on a double decker now. It's going to be.
All right.
Yeah. So that's the story of my life.
It's a fun porch.
So
and then of course. Go ahead.
I'm going back to work to rest.
Right,
Yeah, that happens.
And then, of course, microphone. The microphone she's getting ready to hang up. I think she's only going to use it this time and one other time before she hangs it up, leaves it on the west side of this country, and heads back to where the corn grows good. That's my sister, Amanda. How are you?
Well, I'm going to be bringing it with me. So.
Oh, I wouldn't.
My microphone?
It's a metaphorical microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, as you can see behind me, this entire room is pretty much filled with things that are plastic wrapped and bubble wrapped. So, yeah, it's just been a lot of packing. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you're happy to be counting down the time to get the heck on out of there.
20 days.
20 days. T minus 20 days. Oh, Windows update.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you got a Mac. What is with the Windows?
Yeah, right. Well, you'll have that. So what's going on, Amanda? This is episode 1 of 2, the Halloween series.
Yep.
What's going on here?
Yeah. This is the pre-Halloween episode. So this is the episode before it gets real Halloween-y.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's a word. I just made it up.
Yeah. No, I for the Halloweeniest episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I don't know. I just thought, technically we had 3 episodes this month, but I just thought maybe, 2 out of the 3, we just do something a little different than what we've done in past, but still something, whatever, Halloween themed. Why not,
Okay.
Nobody had anything
right.
else to talk about, so why not?
Well, in all fairness, we can figure something out, but...
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure. But it doesn't matter because I've already made a decision. So, executive decision.
Executive decision. Overruled.
Yep. There you go.
All right. So, I guess then what we're going to do is kind of talk about bands who are always ready for Halloween.
Always. Yep.
All right. All right.
Spooky, weird bands out there.
What made you come up with this idea? I'm just curious.
I don't know. Just some brainstorming. Trying to think of things that we haven't really talked about before.
Okay.
So,
no, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just thought, we'll throw some pictures across the screen. If you're not watching this on our YouTube.
Sort of. So here's the problem, though. I can put pictures up on the screen, but because they're not our pictures, we don't own them. I can't put them on YouTube. No. So yeah. So
shoot.
Yeah, but I've got pictures. We can put them up. We can talk about them. The listener or the viewer, they're just not going to see the pictures.
Okay. Well,
you got to understand that YouTube is really cracking down right now. They are just hitting everybody for every little thing. Unless you're bringing them revenue, and even then, they're still getting pretty nitpicky. So normally I would have said whatever and just went with it. But then I'm sitting there thinking to myself, the Pandemic Guitar podcast budget is a little low for Gene Simmons to be reaching out with a cease and assist.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Did you say cease and assist?
Yeah, however you say it.
Cease and desist? Cease and desist?
Yeah.
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 That's right. Okay.
That's not what I said? Nah,
I thought you said cease and desist.
You know what? It's music. So, you can say one thing, but everybody thinks you said another thing. That's the great thing about music.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So anyway, do you want to start us off, Amanda?
Yeah. So we have here, oh boy, that's incredibly frightening.
Wow.
We have a list of about 11, bands / artists here. We're just going to run down the list here and talk about each one a little bit. The first one on our list is a band called Gore.
Gore.
Have you guys heard of Gore before?
Oh, yeah.
No. That makes
Yeah, I've heard of Gore. I'm sure I've even heard some of their music. I'm not an avid listener of Gore. But yeah, they're I guess when I first I just kind of always thought maybe they were like huge World of Warcraft fans, and so they like to dress up and play these characters. I don't know.
Is that true? Because honestly, that sounds kind of right. I don't know.
I highly doubt it.
But aren't they from Germany or something?
Yeah,
Do we
I don't
know?
know. Germany, Norway, somewhere.
Oh, no, they're from America. Okay.
They are from America?
Richmond, Virginia, which is, yeah.
Richmond,
Interesting.
Virginia?
Yeah. You wouldn't think that kind of thing would come out of Richmond, Virginia. It does look a little kind of Norwegian, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, a
Sort
little
of.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have this whole, like, everybody. See, I was thinking of another band, actually, when I was kind of looking through this list, and maybe it's Gwar, and I was thinking of this other band, but there's this whole theatrics to the show, and they have like these big monsters coming out and having sword fights and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if it's these guys. I mean, they look
gotta be.
like they would do some theatrics.
Yeah. That's gotta be. Because I think I just saw a picture of somebody with a sword on stage. So
Yeah, it could be.
that kind of makes
I don't know.
sense.
I'm not a huge Gore fan, but I mean, I guess
No.
I'm going to just put this out ahead of time as we kind of talk about these different bands that always wear costumes and have some sort of shtick and apparently are always ready for Halloween. Some of these costumes, I have to imagine they're incredibly hard to perform in, like whether you're playing guitar or even singing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit more in depth than, let's say, like Slipknot. They just wear a mask and a jumpsuit. You know, this looks like it's like a full body, like a bodysuit, some of these, you know?
Right. I would have to imagine it would be hard to like see what's going on stage, and you would think that they would have to practice like all heck, just not to fall off the stage or bump into somebody.
Yeah, or like pass out from heat exhaustion, because I feel like that would be
That's
intense,
actually a
you know?
really good point.
Yeah.
That's a good
must be
point.
You're performing
because-
under the lights and whatnot, like
Well, yeah, but even when I was at the Greta concert and they would have those big like flamethrowers that shoot up into the air, and I was 250 yards back and I could still feel the
feel
heat
it.
from it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine being on stage.
yeah, and I'm sure these guys have to have pyrotechnics. I mean, if they don't, it would be probably a little disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, not a Gwar fan. I just don't listen to their music. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they're classical.
No, they're definitely not classical. No, they're definitely in the heavy metal genre.
All right.
Also not into them, shockingly. But
Right.
yeah, I would almost say, you know, if there was a band that fit the Halloween, 24/7 Halloween bill or costume, you know what I mean, bill, then I think it would be these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
It's just, yeah, it's
That's
got
an
all
interesting.
of that gloom and
I know
doom.
that. I know the listeners, viewers can't see the picture that we're looking at, but that's an interesting looking guitar. Like that headstock almost looks like a classical style headstock. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, maybe that's some sort of custom guitar. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. That's just going to give me nightmares staring at this thing any longer.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Hey, actually, real quick, if
yeah,
you put a little thing at the bottom of the picture that gives a shout out, like the credit to the photographer, couldn't you still use it? 'Cause people
maybe,
do that all the
but
time.
here's what I did is I just went on Google and found a Google image, and I
Oh.
don't want to hunt for it again. So, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I theoretically, but then you have to look through the website that you grabbed it from and be like, do they have more credits? I just don't want to
Right.
mess with it. So, and
Okay.
we don't need that kind of heat.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
So then this guy here,
Dad. It's your favorite, Dad.
Well, one of my favorites.
Well, yeah,
KFC
you-
hat.
Yeah, you
What?
talked about Buckethead before on the podcast.
I did. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say he's he's a favorite of mine, but he's not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
He's unique.
He's a great guitarist. I do like his speed is phenomenal, but
Yeah.
He's only got one costume, really. I mean, it's a kind of a blank white face mask with a chicken wing bucket variant of some sort.
yeah, but he's got permission to use the
The real one?
The real one, yeah.
Really?
That's the word.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
he does.
you would have to. I mean,
Yeah.
Interesting.
You would have to. Now, I saw some people that were leaving reviews of concerts,
Right.
and kind of mixed. I was kind of
Really?
surprised. Yeah. Some people were like, greatest show on earth, amazing guitar player. Other people were like, the first couple songs, the first half was okay. Then it just went downhill from there. But apparently he likes to throw toys out into the audience.
He does. He does.
I've never heard of this
What?
before.
Yeah.
Is this the picture? Like, is this one of the toys he's throwing out?
I
Is his
hope
head?
not, because that toy is creepy.
Yeah, it
No,
is creepy.
I don't know what the story is, but I heard the same thing. He throws these little toys out in the audience all the time.
Is he just like a nerdy guy? Like,
I have no idea. I never
And
met
then
the
what
man.
kind of, and I haven't done a whole lot of research, but then I also wonder, like, what other affiliations does he have? Like, what's the whole concept behind the mask and the chicken wing bucket?
So I did do some research on that.
Okay.
Completely
Do
random.
tell.
Completely random. He was eating
Yeah.
chicken out of a different bucket that you would typically think of, where chicken comes in a bucket. And he already had a mask. And he already had a mask. And he said, what if I just dump this over and put it on my head and play guitar? And he said it just went from there. It just shot off from there. That was his new thing.
So it's just
Very
this
random.
corny thing. It's just this corny random thing. It's not like, I'm associated with this other artist or something like that. So I'm going to do this so I can perform solo and nobody knows who I am.
Yeah, so too, I think maybe I did read something that said I think it has something to do too with like a little bit of almost like stage fright. It's almost like a confidence booster where he kind of feels like people can't see the real him. He's like a different person. He's a different persona. You know what I mean?
I could see that. Last time I put on a BK crown made of cardboard, I did feel important.
Well,
Yeah.
Bonamassa does the same thing.
Yeah, no, he puts on the suit
Yeah, but
and the
I
glasses.
know it's-
Sunglasses.
Yeah, no, the suit.
Hey, if you don't know who he is, he's a completely different person. It's like Superman. With the glasses, he's Clark Kent. And then you take him
Right.
off, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Brilliant disguise.
Yeah, he's been known to walk out in the audience and nobody really paid attention to him. Because he puts a baseball cap on and takes the glasses off and just walks outside.
Who, Joe?
Yeah.
Joey? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I saw something, some random, a meet and greet thing, random. And I didn't even recognize him. He looked so young. I was like, what? Who is this guy?
Yeah, he
was
looks
weird.
more like because if you scour we're just rambling, which is a great show. If you look at some of the videos out there on the YouTubes for Joe Bonamassa when he was a young kid and playing on like talk shows and stuff like that, when he's wearing a baseball cap and blue jeans, he looks like an older version of that kid.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he does. But
So yeah, I guess.
yeah, so I think
Buckethead.
it's I don't know. I guess really all of these names on here are all kind of like they all have like Joe Bonamassa. They all have like a separate stage persona.
Yeah.
Seems to be a big thing.
Well, I think it's kind of a shtick.
Yeah, true. Now, does Buckethead throw out chicken?
Ooh.
I don't
Wouldn't that
think
well?
so.
Probably not safe, right? Probably not safe.
Yeah, no,
Somebody's
I would-
going to be allergic to poultry or something.
Yeah. But what if they were like fake pieces of chicken?
Yeah, I don't know, but like here's my thing. So if he throws toys out into the audience, I wonder if there's like a dark web third party eBay for Buckethead concert toys.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let me look it up and then just cut this out. Because now, hold on, I'm curious now.
No, I want to know too. Like, if you happen to catch a Buckethead toy, can you there's got to be some sort of fan club somewhere that you can sell your melted face mask. I don't even know what he's holding there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah. Gosh.
What'd you find?
It doesn't say exactly. It just says you have to be within the first 2 rows. And then I guess people trade them with each other. That's like a big thing, the toy trade.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
Man, I don't know.
Well, it's sort of like that guy. Remember Gallagher? He's not a musician.
I
He's a
was
comedian.
gonna say the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
The
I was gonna say
the first 5 rows have to have a big piece of plastic, or else they get wet.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
they covered in watermelon guts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's next on this list?
Yeah.
Hold on, I did find some
Oh.
of the toys.
Okay. What is it? This is interesting.
A toy train track set. How do you throw that? In a full box? Like
You would have
that
to.
would poke somebody's eye out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. A Star Wars Clone Wars puzzle box.
Yeah, okay.
These are big things to throw out in a crowd. I'm thinking little tiny things.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought too, is trinkets and stuff like that. But I mean,
Right.
I don't know. I guess if you're throwing stuff into a crowd, they got to be big enough people can see it and catch it.
Right. You know, I guess
True.
guitar picks are not his thing to throw out.
Everybody
No.
does guitar picks. I'm gonna do puzzles.
Yeah, I'm going to
And
throw
then
toys out.
he throws out buckethead ponchos. And just a mix of things. So I guess the other big thing is that people bring him like nerdy toys. Maybe he's throwing those out. I don't know.
I have no idea.
That'd be funny. He just takes the toys from the previous concert and throws them out at the next one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's
Yeah.
like the epitome of what do you call it? Oh, what do you call it when somebody gets a gift and then a regifter, like they
Right.
regift
Yeah.
it to you.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of, but it's kind of cool too. Like if you're a fan and you go to the concert, it's kind of, and you know that, right? So you know that you can drop off little trinkets, little gifts and stuff like that. And you know that eventually it'll get thrown out to somebody somewhere else in the world, you know, that he
Yeah.
performs. I mean, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, or he could just donate them to like a children's charity too. But
Yeah, no, not if it's that mask he's holding. I don't even know what that is. It like
no.
a spoiled
don't know.
potato? I don't know
it
what
looks
that is.
like it looks like a severed fake head, like a squished up. I don't know. Maybe he threw that
Yeah.
out. Maybe he threw that out to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Who
somebody
knows?
threw it to him. Who knows?
Do you think he wears a wig? Do you think that's a wig?
No.
I have
can't
no
tell.
idea.
Here's
I
a
don't
question, and then we'll move on. Do you think
Okay.
there's any pictures of him without that stuff, or is
There
that
is.
like his soul, like the Marshmallow Man? It's like his soul.
No, I think there's even pictures of Marshmallow without the mask now.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, there's pictures of him. There's people have published his real name.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was actually going to put Marshmallow on this list, and I'm like, meh.
He kind of works. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Ish.
Well, I mean, here's my thing. I mean, if just about any band who dresses up can really be on this list.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's kind
true.
of the list of honorable mentions, bands who are always ready for Halloween.
Right. There's a whole bunch of them that we're not even going to get to. So
Oh, for sure.
just a very small list. So FYI
let's
to
see.
people.
Oh,
This one here.
What is that?
Well,
The,
yeah. This is the Misfits.
this is the Misfits. I have a question.
Yeah, go for it. Like, why?
Yeah, why? The hair right down the middle of the face. That
Yeah,
has to
I
be
don't-
so annoying. Like
Like it's a backwards rat tail.
Yeah.
yes. But like I know, like having long hair myself, like if I have a ponytail and I'm like doing something and it's like whipping all over, like I get pissed off. But like look at these guys. I mean, they're playing instruments and they have this thing. They have this reverse rat tail going down the front of their face. I mean, that's gotta be annoying.
Yeah, that's just that one guy. Again, I'm not I don't recall listening to the Misfits. They were on the list. I found a picture that like made me ask why.
Yeah, they're
mean-
a punk rock band. They're pretty popular.
I'm sure that if I like heard, if I went on to the music streaming and I put them in there, I'd probably recognize a bunch of their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just not on my regular shuffle, but Yeah, they just kind of just give you that punk vibe with a little bit extra.
A lot of extra. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
okay, a lot of extra.
I wonder
Yeah.
if they go to the eye doctor quite a bit.
Why?
Yeah, poking their eye out with the reverse rat tail.
No, the cross-eyed, being right in the middle of their eyes like
Oh,
that,
yeah. I could see that. You think they drive like
yeah.
that?
No, well, I hope not.
It's a costume. It's just, they probably
Right.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like-
this is kind of more of a music/fashion lifestyle compared to a costume lifestyle.
You
Yeah.
think so? I don't think they dress like that outside of,
probably not.
what do I know?
Well, no, they probably not to this extreme. But like whatever that shirt is that guy in the front is wearing, and I'm very cautious when I say that that's a shirt. I assume that they've sold that to thousands of fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's their logo. That's their
is it?
logo. Yeah. Yep. That specific skull kind of face.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see
that
it on
looks
the
more
band.
like a mesh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's their
yeah.
logo.
Yeah.
I look, out of all the bands that we have on our list, I don't mind the Misfits.
You don't mind them.
Personally. Yeah.
Okay.
I think out of the ones that we do have, I think they would probably be the band that I would listen to more. Based on like genre.
So far I'm probably going to be on Team Buckethead.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I did forget number 10. It's
Well,
tied
hold
with
on, we
number
haven't
10.
gotten there yet.
Wait.
We
No,
haven't
I know
gotten there.
that.
I'm
I
just
know,
going
but
like,
I'm just-
what team am I on right now? I'm
What?
on Team Buckethead. What out of
Okay.
what we've shown? Because
Oh.
we're only on number 3. So
Right.
far, I'm on Team Buckethead.
As of now, be Misfits for me. It would be a Gore for you, right, Dad?
No, what?
Or
No.
Are you a Gore? You're not even paying attention.
Buckethead.
Buckethead.
Okay.
All right.
2 for
Of course.
Buckethead, 1 for Misfits, 0 for Gore.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Nope. No Gore. No bueno.
Here's one that could shuffle up the score a little bit.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
don't-
less scary to me and more just like 80s.
Yeah. What's the
Hair.
story behind these guys, Dad?
I have not a clue.
Okay. So what you're saying
I
is
figured.
nobody has done the research for this entire
Not on that. No.
Yeah, so
I-
obviously
What do
we're
you
talking
mean?
about Kiss.
yes.
Oh, Kiss. Yes, we should say that. We should say
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
They're
Now,
out in
this
New York
has
City.
I'm not into Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah, neither am I.
I know
I'm
we
not-
have mentioned their platforms before. We've had a good conversation about that before in the
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
Yeah.
But these are also, this is a costume. Any one of the 4 individuals, this is a costume that is in the costume shop every single year, time and time again. People just love to dress as characters from Kiss.
Right.
So this one actually kind of makes sense for the Halloween theme to me. But I just never been a Kiss fan.
No,
Me neither.
I haven't. They're not bad. They're not going to be the first band that I turn on, to listen to.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody even knows. I don't even want to get into it because I know that somebody's going to listen and be like, I'm a huge Kiss fan. Here's the
Actually.
whole story.
Right.
They started out believing in spaceships, and they figured if they dressed up and they would be abducted and become out of this world good. Instead, they just made lots of money. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, apparently their concerts, at least back in the day, were supposed to be pretty interesting. I guess one of them was that Gene Simmons used to spit fake blood out.
I can't, maybe, but I can't imagine that being Gene Simmons. But you never
No,
know.
I'm actually on Wikipedia, and I do see that on there.
Oh, okay.
That's actually correct. Simmons used to spit blood, which was an effect made primarily from eggs, yogurt, and red food coloring and maple syrup.
That sounds hideous to have
Yeah.
sitting in your mouth waiting to spit out.
right? But yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, I don't know. What is Gene Simmons doing lately?
Making money,
Anything?
hand over
Yeah.
fist.
Yep.
100%.
He is
100%.
he is like, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, a businessman, businesswoman, I would probably try to model myself after Gene, because he literally figures out a way to make money off of everything.
Yeah, I think we've mentioned that before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there is
Definitely,
too, what is
definitely
it?
a smart guy.
The guitarist of this band, we talked about him with his he sells old broken guitars that he smashed on stage, and we thought it was weird that he doesn't seem to donate that money. He just keeps it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
weird,
yeah, no,
right?
that makes sense.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just figured he would donate to charity, but it's like $6,000, $8,000 for a
Yeah.
smash guitar. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So
Let's see.
yeah,
Who's next?
definitely very Halloweeny. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This one
wow.
everybody's gonna know.
Yeah, everybody knows Alice
Everybody.
Cooper.
Alice Cooper. Yeah. Have you seen a picture of him without makeup?
Looks the same.
No, I think he No,
Oh.
I disagree. No, I mean without makeup, without his costume. Okay, he just has a baseball hat on. He looks like somebody's grandfather, just like an old dude, like an old wrinkly dude walking down the street. Yeah, it's weird.
I think he looks the same.
It's just weird because his onstage persona just seems very spooky and creepy, and then you see these other pictures of him just in jeans and a t-shirt and a baseball hat, and it's like he just looks like somebody's grandpa.
Yeah, I think he's like actually touring and on stage, and I think he's got like family on stage with them or something like that. And I've seen bits and pieces and clips, and it just looks awkward. Like,
Really?
yeah, it just seems like he's up there, he's standing, he's singing, but I don't know. It just seems so out of place for me. I mean, the guy's old. And good for him for being able to still tour. But sit back and enjoy life. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I agree.
some of these people really just do it because they love it. They don't want to stop.
No, I get it. I don't know. I think that when I think of Alice Cooper, I think of Wayne's World. And that's really that's really where like it is for me. Like anything else, Alice Cooper, I don't know, just not there.
Well,
Okay.
I did read something about him that was kind of interesting. Is he grew up in a very religious household.
Yeah,
but
not
then
surprising.
he randomly became obsessed with like spooky things and Halloween, and so I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a common story,
Yeah, makes sense.
with spooky people like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Number 6.
Number 6. Never heard of her. She sounds hideous.
Cradle of Filth.
Got no clue.
Can't say that I mean, I've heard of them. I don't know that I've heard their music.
Yeah, I don't.
This looks very paganish to me, but which again fits the Halloweeny bill.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get it. Dark outfits, fake.
Goth.
Super goth. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I never heard of it. Didn't bother listening to any of this music. I just saw it on the list, and I looked up the picture on Google and the Googs, and I was like, yeah, looks like it fits.
Well, they're from England.
Oh,
They're from
really?
England, so yeah.
Are those antlers?
They're real for sure.
Yeah, like jack-o'-lantern or not
Yeah.
jackalope. Jackalope. That's what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
trying to think of like the small rabbit with antlers.
Yeah.
They're considered gothic metal. So if you're into gothic metal, then Cradle of Filth is for you.
There you go.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah. No.
Hashtag pass. You know what? To be honest with you, these aren't like, I think that this costume, people won't get.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think like if you went out and if you dressed up as somebody well, I mean, really only two of the six people, right? One, two, yeah, six people. Only two of them really have a costume. The rest of them just have trash bags on. But
Crash bags.
yeah, the two there, those are
To be fair,
what I would say
yeah.
would be costumes. And I don't think if somebody knocked on my door, I'd be like, just take a Jolly Rancher and go. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Right. I mean, who's on the far right? Is that Weird Al Yankovic?
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Because that's who it's looking like. That's what
it
I'm
does
getting.
kind of look like him.
It does.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes I'm getting. Yeah. All right. So there's that one.
Yeah. Another one here I've never heard of.
Do you want to pronounce that?
I'm going to say Behemoth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there
what
you
I would
go.
say.
Behemoth.
Yeah. And again, it looks like some sort of like, I don't know. They all, wait, so, okay, the one guy doesn't have hair. At least one of them. The other one's wearing a hood. The other, I don't know. What type of
Yeah.
music are they?
So they're from Poland, and they are considered. I've never heard this. This is a new one. Blackened death metal. So if you like your grilled chicken blackened, then you're gonna love. You're gonna love this band because they are considered blackened death metal.
Wow.
One and the same, maybe. I don't know, but
Yeah. Like, I don't even know how you cook that up.
I
They do have
know.
it looks like they have the fast shredding guitars.
yeah, that
Yeah.
would fit the genre for sure.
But yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I think maybe I've heard of them, but that's it. I don't think I've ever heard their music or anything like that. But
They're pretty big in Europe.
yeah,
I do
well,
know
I
that.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Again, if you showed up dressed as Behemoth, I wouldn't know who you were.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not either. So, yeah.
Interesting. Let's see here. Ghost.
Oh, these are your guys. Right?
I do
Sort of.
like Ghost, and I think I don't remember if I ever corrected myself. I think one of the episodes that I was talking about Ghost, I thought that they were way older than what they really
Right.
are. So yeah, they're actually a lot newer than what I thought. I don't have any of the information up there, but yeah, I mean it's their whole thing is kind of theatrical. And you know they've got some good music. It's not super heavy, but it's not pop music by any means. I would know if you knocked on a door with any of these costumes, I would know who it was. Maybe others
Yeah.
probably wouldn't.
I would.
Yeah, these guys are from Sweden.
Oh, Sweden with the fishes, yeah.
Don't we have some don't we have some listeners in Sweden, or is that Finland?
Finland for sure.
Killing it in
yeah.
Finland.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, they've had. Isn't this the one where they've had a lot of vocalists?
They have, yeah. I think. Well, and I don't even know if they've had some repeats. I think they're, I don't know, on their fifth or sixth or something like that. They go through. It's this whole storyline that they're continually like adding to or changing. You know, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to that. Some of their albums are better than others, but I'm a fan. I like them. So I'm gonna change from Buckethead to Ghost.
Fair enough. I'm
Okay.
still gonna stick with the Misfits here.
Okay.
I'm sticking with Buckethead.
All right. I don't think that's changing, but we'll see what happens. Oh, what the?
Oh wow!
This guy is. Didn't I see this guy on the corner of 35 and Merle Hay begging for money?
He might have, yeah.
We see that guy everywhere here.
Yeah, that guy's on every corner there.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Rob Zombie.
Good old Rob
who-
Zombie.
Rob Zombie. And there's actually, when I was looking for this picture, there were a lot of pictures of him without makeup. And it's really like anytime he's dressed in character, it's like he just woke up, just rolled out of bed.
Right.
And then he puts a cowboy hat on and he looks normal. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
don't keep track of what Rob Zombie does or has been doing ever since his big hit years and years ago. He kind of makes me... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say he gives me that Trent Reznor vibe, who from Nine Inch Nails, where he had a great career of his own, and then kind of sits back now and it does more of producing and creating than actually performing.
Yep.
Could be completely
I was just going to
wrong.
say that. Yeah, he is also a movie director, so he has done like House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's done
wow.
The Devil's Rejects.
Did he do the one for
Halloween.
Foo Fighters?
The what?
The Foo Fighters did the spooky movie. I can't even remember what it's called now.
I don't know that. I don't know anything about that.
I'll have to
I know
look it up.
he did direct the what is it? The newest version of the Munsters. You guys remember the Munsters from what was that from? Dad,
oh, yeah.
the 60s or 70s?
It's 60s, 70s.
Okay.
Yeah,
he
I mean
did,
they played it on Nickelodeon when I was a kid growing up. So
yeah. I've always liked that show. He put a movie out in 2022. Just my opinion, not good. It was awful. It was trash. That's just my opinion. I've heard a lot of the same. And then he also put his wife in there as Lily Munster, and people were like, "Why would you put your wife as like I don't know?" It was weird. She wasn't even that good of an actress. So yeah,
Ooh,
and I mean he's done.
wow.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Look,
Ouch.
I love the Munsters, like the original Munsters.
yeah.
I just feel like he did a disservice to it.
Yeah, that's a common theme in my opinion. You did it once, you did it right. Why do it again?
Right. Why bother?
It's the exact reason why I love the fact that they're doing the new Spaceballs movie, The Quest for
What?
More Money, because they're going to redo Spaceballs. It's called The Quest for More Money. And I love it because it's legitimately, did you have to do it? Absolutely 100% no. Is it going to suck? Probably 100% yes.
Who's doing it? It's not Mel Brooks.
I have no idea who's doing it. But it
Yeah.
just goes to show that you
Weird.
did it right the first time. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, but
But Mel Brooks said he was going to do another movie.
I don't think he's doing this one though. This has to be somebody else doing it.
I have
Why would
no
he want to
idea.
redo Spaceballs?
I have
Because it's
no
the
idea.
quest for more money.
Yes,
It's what
he needs-
Disney
he needs
does
the
every
money.
time they create anything.
Is it a remake of the first one or is it like a part
No,
two?
it's the sequel, part 2.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Disney is involved with this, then it's not going to be
No,
with
no, no,
Mel
no, no,
Brooks.
no, no. It's not. I'm just saying that I mean, that's what Disney does is they buy it up, they change
Ruin
it
it.
however they want to change it, which ultimately ruins it. It's like it was good the first time. You didn't need to do it again. Anyway, we're getting off topic. We have two more on our list here. I think this is where Amanda shifts her vote. It is this Corn?
It is being produced by Mel Brooks. Okay. No, that is offensive. This is not Corn. That is so rude. That is like slap in the face. This is Slipknot, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
Slipknot.
so. What is the guy's name? Is it Corey Taylor?
Corey Taylor, yes.
Corey Taylor. I have been seeing some stuff on YouTube with him. Him and Clown, whatever his real name is. They
Sean,
did
I
the
think,
they did the Hot Wings challenge against each other. That was funny.
Really?
It was so good.
Oh,
I was like,
haven't
okay,
seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
because again, not my genre of music, but when you get to see these musicians that you have this just thought or belief of these people, and then you get to see them on a show and be like, oh dude, these guys are like, they're just regular people,
Right, exactly.
and they're super cool to each other,
Yeah.
just laughing, giving each other a hard time. I was like, oh man, okay, cool. That's a whole different side
Right.
than Slipknot, what you see for the musical thing,
Yes, and I was going to bring this up is that they have this scary, spooky stage persona, but these guys are not like that off stage. And just for those of you listening who may not be aware, Slipknot is from Central Iowa, and so we are from Central Iowa. Well, Dad's from New York. Tim was born in New York, technically, but grew up in Central Iowa, and so everybody and their mom has a Slipknot story. Everybody does, right? These guys are just regular dudes. They come home after they tour. They hang out in Des Moines. One of them has a farm out in Indianola. He just set himself on fire a few months back.
You want to give out his address too? I mean,
No,
but no,
I
you
just-
can
this is-
you can literally be in Hy-Vee buying yourself, chicken, and just not even realize that you're standing right next to one of the guys from Slipknot.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I remember a story that circulated years ago. I mean, they really started to get popular in the 90s. And I remember hearing a story that one of the guys bought a house in a new neighborhood, really nice gated community in the Des Moines area. And I remember a news article came out saying that one of them moved in and that they're devil worshippers and they do all this worshiping in their house and blood sacrifices. And then it got to a point where they had to I can't remember if it was Corey Taylor. I think it was Corey Taylor. He ended up doing like a announcement out there, and he was like, I am not like that at all. I don't do that. That's not me. Like, this is just a stage persona. I'm just a regular dude. Stop assuming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you buy a fancy house in a gated community next to Karen.
True. That's
Yep.
true. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, everybody's got a Slipknot story, but they're just, they're just regular guys. I want to see that video. I think that would be funny.
Yeah, it's if you just go onto YouTube and do a Slipknot Hot Ones challenge.
Okay.
I think they shortened it down quite a bit for the one that I saw, but it was like 15 minutes, and it was really good. And you got to see two of the bandmates. They're still all in full costume and everything like that.
Oh, they were?
Yeah, but you got to see them being normal people, even though they were in their full costume.
They even had their masks
Nice.
on?
Yeah, they had their masks on, like
Really?
the whole nine. It was like they just came off stage and they're doing the hot wings, but they're just. I don't know. It was cool. It was neat. I was interested.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to Knotfest when it comes around next?
You know what? Okay, again, not my genre of music, but if I have the opportunity to, and I might go check it out.
Yeah, for sure. If they come back around, of course they'll come to Des Moines next year. I'm going.
Yeah,
we can carpool. We can carpool, and then you can split when we get there if you want.
You can
if you
hold
want to
my
hang out with your
hand
little
just in
sister.
case I get scared.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah, maybe I'll guard you from the mosh pit. I'll guard you.
There you
Yeah,
go.
remember
I
when
like
you
it.
took me to the 311 Hoobastank concert one time?
Was that 311 or was
That
that Tone Loc and that was somebody else? They
311?
had was it 311?
311 and Hoobastank, yeah. It was forever ago. And I wanted to be in the mosh pit and Tim was trying to like push people away and he's like, this one's bigger than my car. I don't know if I can hold her back.
All right.
Yeah.
So
right.
anyway, moving on.
Well,
Good times.
hold it. Slow down.
okay,
slow
hold
down.
on. Dad's
What?
got a Slipknot story.
No, I don't have a Slipknot story, but the guy with all the nails in his head, that must be painful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Sid. So that's the DJ. That's the guy who just lit himself on fire a few months ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's with Kelly Osbourne. They have a kiddo together. So Kelly Osbourne's in Des Moines all the time now.
Oh, okay. So before he lit himself on fire, he tried to pull the nails out or something, or is that what
No,
happened?
he was doing something on the farm and he threw some.
So what he did
kerosene
is he
or
put a
something.
bunch of marshmallows on there and then tried to roast them to
That would
create
be-
s'mores.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah, that would be. And then just lean over in the fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout
for
out
sure.
to
Yeah.
Slipknot. Moving on.
Shout out 515. All right, who do we got? This is an interesting. This one, number 11, is interesting.
Yeah, so
So
we're gonna
hold on.
Just go
Let
ahead.
me
I
say
might have
something.
to change my thing here.
You originally had a different name for this slot, and then you switched it out to this one.
Yeah, because so my original was Rammstein, and I
Right.
couldn't find the picture. Like I had this thing in my head, like okay, this makes sense. I couldn't find it. I could only find like normal pictures, and I'm like, okay, well, this just doesn't work. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna throw this in here.
This, ladies and
Which,
gentlemen.
by the way, every single one of these is a legitimate Halloween costume.
Yes.
Right. A little bit more on the fabulous side.
Super
this is-
fabulous.
This is the Village People, for those of you who are unable to see.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised by this one, but I totally get it. What's the guy in the back supposed to be? The back right? Like a mechanic?
Surprised.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he looks like, but like a mechanic.
Yeah, it does
I can't
kind of look
tell.
like a mechanic or a,
We've got a
guy who
cowboy.
accidentally found himself backstage. I don't know.
We've got a cowboy, a construction worker, a cop. What is that guy? What's the guy in the
Harley
black?
Davidson rider?
Harley Davidson.
What's the chains on the
Biker.
chest for?
Biker?
Well, yeah, that's a lifestyle choice. Not
Okay.
not mine.
And then
so-
there appears to be an American Indian there in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
And then
Yeah.
whoever the
Hey,
guy on the other side is.
Yeah, we don't know. That's
Mechanic.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, hey, if you're talking about a band who is always ready for Halloween,
Yeah.
the Village People, 100%.
100%.
Well,
You
you know what-
cannot be. Go ahead.
You know what you can do is if you ever get pulled over by a cop, when you roll down the window, you say, "Where are the rest of the Village People?"
Oh, probably not a
that
good
would be
idea.
bad. That'd be a bad
that would-
idea.
Yes, it would be. Don't do it.
Also, nothing brings more people together on any dance floor than the YMCA.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, the
Nothing.
YMCA. Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
every wedding, you got to play the YMCA.
So anyway, that was our very long and drawn out list of 11 bands, and this is not all inclusive. So I reached out to one of our listeners before we actually recorded and was like, bands who are always ready for Halloween and go. And I had to stop him because I thought that maybe I would start getting text message like fees and stuff because he just blew me up. Apparently he likes to listen to bands with that wear costumes. Always ready for Halloween.
Is this John?
No,
Okay.
not John. No. But anyway, yeah. So that was kind
Cool.
of that's kind of our list there. So yeah,
Good list. Yeah, and I think we have some music news before we wrap up. It is not Halloween related, but doesn't matter.
What did you say?
We have some music news.
Music what?
News.
It's time for music news.
That's my number one hit song coming to vinyl. Probably never.
Never. Absolutely never. All right.
But if you really like it, you can swing in here, catch it every once in a while.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Guitar Player magazine is going to cease their 58-year print run with its final issue releasing in December. Apparently, it is the world's largest continuously published magazine devoted to guitars and gear. They will continue publishing online instead. Is anybody surprised by this move or
Not really.
no?
Yeah, no, not really surprised.
I mean, does anybody even buy magazines anymore? I don't.
Well,
Yeah,
people
I do. Yeah, so if I'm like it's tradition. If I'm going to fly, when I get to my departing airport, I go to the little magazine shop and I buy one or two magazines to read throughout my vacation.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean that's tradition. Here's my thing: is I'm all for digital magazines, all for it. My problem is nobody has perfected it. Like,
Meaning-
well, okay, so if I go onto my phone news thing. And I can go to Loudwire and a few other guitar-related magazines on my phone, and I have to zoom in, I have to scroll left. It's annoyingly painful to read online digital magazines.
Yep. I hate the pop-ups.
Now, if they were to utilize RSS feeds properly, where the article just comes in my feed, I can read through the article, I can skip to the next article and read through it, and I didn't have to try to read a magazine on a digital magazine the same way that I would read a printed magazine, then maybe. I mean, you can't see it, but I'll show you sometime. Like if I bring up an online magazine on my phone, I got to pinch to zoom way in to be able to read a paragraph. Then I have to sit there and scroll. I get to the end of that column, so then I have to scroll all the way back to the top and over to the right. I have to scroll up to read through those 3 paragraphs. Then I have to do that over and over and over again to read a digital 2-page spread.
Yeah,
So,
that would be annoying.
Yeah.
online magazines suck. They're horrible. They're not done correctly. But I understand that they print off however many millions of magazines and all but 5 of them go in the trash. I get it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I mean, I think
okay.
Amazon even trashed their newsstand there, because Amazon used to do it with the Kindle, where you could download magazines onto your Kindle,
Oh yeah, I
and
remember that.
it sucked so bad. Amazon's even trashed it. So
Yeah.
so what's going to happen if you get rid of the print and the digital sucks? What do? Do you go back to? I don't know. I guess I could. There's an episode right there.
Yeah, 100%. All right, moving on. This is my favorite. An elderly Texas man purchased a signed Taylor Swift acoustic guitar at an auction for $4,000, and then immediately took a hammer to it. He then grabbed the guitar and smashed it on the ground. Video shows the man being cheered on by an audience. Interesting. So, found out it's actually not. Are you giving a thumbs up, Dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Found out it's not, the acoustic guitar itself was not actually signed by Taylor Swift. Somebody cut up pictures of Taylor Swift and kind of put like a montage. What do you call that? Oh,
Sure.
yeah,
A
like a
collage.
Mod Podge picture. Yeah, collage of her. And then they happen to have an actual piece of like a CD cover that Taylor Swift did sign. And then they placed that onto the acoustic guitar. So it wasn't physically signed by Taylor Swift.
Which was an update that came out later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this video went viral.
Yeah.
This-
So, okay. First
Viral.
thing I'm going to say is when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Wish I had $4,000 to just be like, oh, there's a piece of crap I can buy and smash.
Right.
Like that,
Yeah.
that right there should have been what everybody was talking about, not that Taylor Swift sucks, smash guitar.
My understanding is that I think it had less to do with her as an artist and more about her current and her recent announcement for political endorsement. This did happen in Texas.
Yeah, that
so,
makes
yeah.
sense, but still, like, it's a waste of $4,000.
To be fair, it did go to charity, so it wasn't just
Still a waste.
for nothing. Yeah, but if you're old and you have money, why not? And then an update on that. The man who bought the guitar and smashed it asked that the damaged guitar be sold on eBay with all proceeds going to a charity. And that charity benefits kids in like an agriculture kind of, what do you call it? Agriculture. What do you call it? Well, you know, like FFA.
Oh,
FFA.
what?
FFA? Do you remember having FFA at school, Tim?
No.
Okay, it's Future Farmers of America. So they would dedicate time during the school day to like kids that were farmers.
Yeah, when I went to school, nobody at the school cared about kids or their future, so that didn't exist.
I mean, that's still a thing. But anyway,
well, okay, they cared less.
It
Yeah.
goes to a program like FFA. If you're not from the Midwest, you probably don't have that in your high school. But anyway,
What's sad is that one person had $4,000 to be like, what the hell? And then another guy or gal had $6,550 to be like, I like it.
yeah, because somebody did end up buying the smash guitar on eBay for $6,500. $6,550. Sorry. So somebody bought a smashed up Taylor Swift guitar, or had her signature pasted on it. What are you gonna do with that? Maybe because the video went viral and somebody wanted to own something from a viral video plus Taylor Swift, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess if you've got the money and want to do it, then fine. But eventually, it's going to be worth what it was worth all along, and that is
Probably.
nothing.
Probably.
So it's
Yeah,
just
but-
a matter of who's going to get stuck with the nothing.
Right, but the thing is
Right.
it's probably at some Luthery, and the guy's rebuilding it, and it'll sell for $10,000.
You think so? I mean,
No,
I don't know.
No, if anything, I think if they were smart, they would figure out a way to make it a mountable art piece that, like to make it stronger, to make it like, maybe, I don't know, sit it in a thing of fiberglass, not fiberglass, but that fancy stuff that hardens, that they do tables and stuff with. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the word. I'll think of it eventually. But what I would say is that if you've got that thing, it's all smashed up, make it a piece of art that won't deteriorate or degrade over time. Hang it on your wall, and then eventually maybe you'll sell it for what you paid for it. But I think eventually it'll be forgotten about and nobody will care, and it'll just end up being a guitar that goes in the trash.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
So
that
if
one.
I had an extra $4,000, would I have bought the guitar? Absolutely not.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, any guitar. What if it was signed by Joe Bonamassa?
Still no.
No. Okay.
No. So I've seen this before too on the FB Marketplace. People will sell guitars that they got from a concert that's signed by the artist, and they think that those signatures are worth $3,000.
Right.
They're not. I mean, I can tell you the guitar is worth about $50
Right.
dollars, not K. And the signatures probably add another $50. So $150. It's not worth $3,000.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can buy just about anything you want on Temu now. So
Yeah. I don't understand. I have a friend that's obsessed with buying stuff off Temu, and I don't understand it. It's weird to me.
yeah, me too. So
Okay.
Nope.
Last but not least, sad bit of news. Allman Brothers band's Johnny Neal recently passed away at the age of 70.
Yep.
Super bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they say it was just old age, time to go, or was there other?
They didn't elaborate, but they, pardon me, they did say that he had in the past had some strokes. So they didn't elaborate on whether that was the cause for his passing. But I don't know.
Yes, I mean, hey, 70.
70 is
That's
decent, right?
that's what 20, almost 20 years older than most musicians.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
like anyway.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that was
Yeah.
it.
Well, so we finally made it to the end of another episode.
We did.
For those of you that are listening and or watching that have not fallen asleep yet, well, we thank you.
Jeez.
Are we going to do the outro twice, Amanda?
No, why?
All
I
right,
didn't
well,
do that. I don't know who
I'll
did
just
that.
delete the extra one there.
Go ahead. No, we're just
so
going to
yeah.
do it once. Okay, ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Closing this thing out. All right, thanks for listening to our pre-Halloween episode, Ghouls and Goblins. Be sure to tune in to our Halloween episode that comes out on October 31st because we have a special surprise for those of you who watch our videos on YouTube. So make sure you tune in to that one. It's going to be special. In the meantime, feel free to contact us on Instagram, which is @PandemicGuitar, on Facebook, and also on YouTube. You may also email us at pandemicguitar@icloud.com. Don't forget to visit our cool, one-of-a-kind, sweet, amazing, boo-tacular swag by visiting swag.pandemicguitarpodcast.com. I think I got it right this time, right?
You got it right this time.
Amazing.
And I was just thinking to myself, it's getting to be long sleeve weather, so we might have to get a hoodie or something up there.
Or some beanies. You need a beanie hat.
Well, if
I
I
love
could-
beanies hat.
I
Beanie
want a
hats.
beanie too, but they only make beanies for babies.
Okay.
So they do.
Until next time, spooky kids, keep on playing or don't. We won't tell.
Fantastic.
guys.
All right.
All right.
See
Bye,
everybody in 2
It's going to be a
weeks.
good one. It's going to be a good one in 2 weeks. Tune in.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.